iPhone 15 release date, expectations, you guide to potential space, feature and pricing. Apple is preparing some big changes in the iPhone 15 series and 4 months before the official debut in September 2023. Leaks and rumors have already revealed a lot about the new iPhones. The iPhone 15 family to expected to features four models just like the iPhone 14 series before it. First of them is the 6.1-inch iPhone 15, the most affordable vanilla model. This comes the larger 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Plus with a bigger battery than you got the 6.1-inch iPhone 15 Pro with the Pro feature and a premium price tag. And finally, we have the large and powerful iPhone 15 Pro Max, the first iPhone ever to have periscope type telephoto camera. The big news is that the all of four models will switch to a USB connector, replacing the lightning port that Apple has been using for nearly a decade. It is also particularly certain that the dynamic island will come to all pure iPhone 15 models. Up until recently, reports suggested Apple will also do something crazy, replace the physical power and volume keys with haptic button. But it seems that the company has encountered issues with these new buttons and will instead use the familiar physical keys in all iPhone 15 models. So what else is new and how will the iPhone 15 series change from the iPhone 14? Read on for the details. Jump to section iPhone 15 release date. Apple follows a strict schedule that hasn't changed in years. New iPhone always get announced in early or mid-September and arrive only 10 days after the announcement. We expect Apple to stay this core with the iPhone 15 release date, so we can predict Tuesday, September 12th, 2023 for the official reveal and an in-store release of the iPhone on September 2nd. 22nd. Of course, it is way too early to have any reasonable certainty, and these dates are based on Apple usually yearly schedule rather than laying information. iPhone 15 price. It is also way too soon to have any certainty about the pricing of the iPhone 15 series, but we now have a few reports claiming that Apple is planning to increase the price of the new Pro models at the same time. At least some of these reports specify that only the Pro version will get a price hike, while the regular iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus version will be sold at the same price as last year's model. This will widen the gap between the Pro and non-Pro models. The first report about an iPhone 15 Pro price increase arrived in January from a popular user on Chinese microblog Weibo. It suggested a price hike for the Pro models but did not specify the extent of it. A second report I needed uh, landed in March. This time it came from a source with a much more established track record. Industry analyst Jeff Pu from Hong Kong based investment from Haitong International Securities, who has had a number of correct predictions in the past. In that report, Pure predicated a price increase for the two Pro models that is justified by hardware upgrades that were driving Apple's price up. The more expensive components mentioned included the new titanium frame, the more advanced A17 chip, and increase in the amount of RAM, and the uh, periscope zoom lens in the Pro Max model. However, that report also quoted the remote haptic buttons as a reason for the price increase, and since then new information surfaced that Apple has cancelled plans for those haptic buttons and will be using regular physical keys instead.